Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we talk money without the shame or the hustle porn. Grab your remote or maybe put it down for a second, because today we're going straight for the jugular on something most of us do without thinking twice. You finish a long day, sink into the couch, tell yourself just one episode, and 4 hours later it's 2 a.m., your eyes are burning, and you still have to be up in 5 hours. Sound familiar? That warm glow of the screen, the dopamine hit from the next cliffhanger, the escape from whatever's stressing you out, it's comfort food for the brain. But here's the quiet knife twist. Every hour you spend in that binge is an hour you're not investing in skills, side projects, rest that actually recharges you, or even just sleeping enough to perform better tomorrow. And those lost hours compound into years of delayed progress, smaller paychecks, less freedom, more exhaustion. If you've ever woken up groggy after a Netflix marathon, scrolled your bank app, and thought, why am I still broke when I work so hard? You're not lazy, you're human. And you're caught in a trap that's way more powerful than willpower alone can beat. Today we're whiteboarding why Netflix binges and endless scrolling in general are quietly robbing your future self blind through something called hyperbolic discounting, the brain's brutal preference for instant pleasure over massive delayed rewards. We'll sit in that guilty, tired feeling first, because shaming yourself doesn't fix it. It just makes the next binge feel like deserved relief. Stick with me for 20 minutes. By the end, you'll have tools to protect your future without becoming a joyless robot. Lean in with me for a moment. Remember promising yourself you'd wake up early, hit the gym, work on that course, or finally start that side hustle. Then the evening hits, fatigue sets in, and the couch calls louder than ambition. You hit play just to unwind, and suddenly the night is gone. The guilt the next morning is real. I wasted another evening. But it's not just wasted time, it's stolen potential. That extra hour of sleep you missed means lower focus tomorrow, slower learning, weaker decisions. That missed workout compounds into poorer health, more sick days, lower energy. That skipped skill-building session means slower career growth, smaller raises, longer time stuck in a job you don't love. The losses feel invisible because they're spread out over months and years, while the pleasure is immediate and intense. Society piles on. Hustle culture glorifies grinding, but also normalizes binge watching as self-care. You end up in this weird limbo feeling unproductive, yet too drained to change. I get messages like, I know I should be building something, but after work I'm just numb and Netflix is the only thing that feels good. That's not failure. That's a nervous system seeking safety in a world that demands constant output. We're about to draw the science so you can see its biology stacked against you, not character. Hold that exhaustion, we're naming it before we fix it. Think about how close your future self feels sometimes. You want more money, more time, more peace, but the path requires consistent small actions in the evenings when your brain is screaming for escape. Every binge pushes that future further away, yet the immediate relief is so strong it's hard to say no. The frustration builds because you know the cost, but the pull is stronger. That's hyperbolic discounting in action. Your brain massively overvalues the now and massively undervalues the later. Today we whiteboard both the emotional weight and the cold math. You're not weak for loving a good show. You're smart for wanting to understand why one more episode keeps costing you so much more than sleep. Whiteboard time, let's get precise. Draw a simple graph. X-axis time, now to future. Y-axis perceived value of rewards. Label two curves. First, exponential discounting, rational model value, drops gradually with delay. Second, hyperbolic discounting, human reality value drops steeply at first, then flattens. The hyperbolic curve starts way higher for immediate rewards and crashes fast, crossing the rational line quickly. That's why $10 now feels better than $100 in a year, even though math says wait. Apply it to time. Sketch two choices. Option A, watch Netflix now, immediate pleasure, plus 8 dopamine units say. Future cost, minus 1 unit of productivity tomorrow, compounding daily. Option B, close the app, sleep early, or work on skill project, plus 0 now, but plus 10 to 20 units compounded over months, years. Rational choice. B wins big long term. Hyperbolic brain. A wins because the plus 8 is now and the costs are distant and discounted heavily. Run numbers on lost evenings. Say you binge 3 hours night, 5 nights week instead of investing that time. Weekly, 15 hours. Annual, approximately 780 hours, approximately 32 full days. Over 10 years, 7,800 hours, approximately 325 days, almost a full year of waking time. Now value those hours. If that time went to skill building, coding, writing, sales, content, conservative estimate, increases earning power by $10,000, $50,000 year long term via promotions, side income, better jobs. At $20,000 extra year for 20 years equals $400,000 plus lifetime, ignoring raises compound. Even modest, $5,000 year extra equals $100,000 plus. Draw the fork. Binge path flat income curve. Invest time path upward curve, accelerating after 3 to 5 years as skills compound. Add health, opportunity multipliers. Poor sleep from late nights. 10 to 20% productivity drop next day, studies show. Chronic, higher medical costs, shorter career span. Missed networking, exercise, reading each compounds negatively. Equation sketch. Future wealth loss equals hours binge year times hourly future value after skill growth times discount factor ignored. Hyperbolic discount rate, often 100 to 300% for short delays, meaning 1 hour of pleasure now can outweigh 10 to 30 hours of future benefit in perceived value. That's why I'll start tomorrow feels logical in the moment. The math shows tomorrow's you pays dearly for today's comfort. Your future self isn't robbed by Netflix alone. It's robbed by the brain's extreme short-term bias. Now zoom out. This isn't just your brain. It's a system engineered to exploit hyperbolic discounting. Whiteboard the attention economy engine. Gears. Streaming platforms give social media, gives work culture, gives consumer debt. Netflix, YouTube, TikTok, deliberately designed with autoplay, endless recommendations, variable rewards, next episode might be amazing, cliffhangers. They know exactly how to hook the hyperbolic brain. Immediate next hit greater than delayed productivity. Their revenue depends on watch time. Your lost evenings are their profit centers. Work culture glorifies grind, but provides no recovery. Long hours, burnout, then evenings become escape valves. No societal emphasis on protecting prime creative time. Instead, self-care is rebranded as consumption, binge as treat. Debt and lifestyle. Easy credit, subscriptions stack up $15 a month, feels trivial, but compounds to hundreds yearly while you numb out instead of building income to escape the cycle. Cultural narratives. You only live once. Memes about being terminally online. Normalization of 4-hour screen time. Meanwhile, investing time in growth feels unsexy. No instant likes, no dopamine spike. Empathy check. You're not undisciplined. You're a human in an environment built to hijack your oldest brain circuits for profit. The system makes saying no to one more episode feel like deprivation, while making yes feel like deserved reward. Blame the design, not the viewer. Seeing the machinery lifts some guilt. You're playing a rigged dopamine game. Final whiteboard tools, not perfection. 1. Pre-commit barriers. App timers, wind down phone mode. Put devices in another room after 9 p.m. Make binge harder than default. 2. Replace. Don't just remove. Schedule high dopamine alternatives that build you fun podcasts while walking, gamified language apps, creative hobbies with quick wins. 3. Use commitment devices. Tell a friend, no screens after 10 p.m. this week, or use accountability apps. Public stakes beat willpower. 4. Reframe evenings as future deposit time. Ask, what would 5 years from now me thank me for doing tonight? Visualize the compounded win. 5. Micro wins first. Start with 30-minute protect the hour. Rule: protect one focused hour a night before any entertainment. Build the habit muscle. 6. Forgive slip-ups. Track binge nights versus productive ones without judgment. Aim for trend, not perfection. Celebrate streaks. 7. System hacks. Curate cues ruthlessly, one show at a time. Watch with purpose, limit to weekends. Pair viewing with light movement. Realistic, you'll still binge sometimes. Goal is reducing frequency and protecting high-leverage time. Small shifts compound. 3 extra focused hours week equals 150 plus year equals massive life difference over a decade. Wrap: Netflix binges rob your future self blind because hyperbolic discounting makes now feel 10x more valuable than later. But you're not doomed. You're waking up to the game. Protect your evenings like they're investments they are. If this hit home, like, subscribe, share with someone doom scrolling their life away. Comment: what's your average binge length? And what would you do with those hours instead? Let's support each other. Your future self is counting on tonight's choices. See you next. More awake, more ahead.